Hi, today we are doing a lesson about using patterns to write numbers for pairs of measurement units. So today we're kind of going to be thinking about everything we've learned through chapter 12. So for everything we've learned through chapter 12, we have our length, which is yards and feet, which is 3. We have feet and inches, which is 12. And we have yards 2 inches, which is 36. This was one of the first things we learned. Please write these things down now because we are going to be needing to use them and remember them as we finish this lesson. The next thing we learned was about pounds and ounces. There are 16. Then it was tons and pounds, which was 2,000. Then we went on to gallons, which was our liquid volume. For that one, we had our story, The Gallon Kingdom, with 4 quarts, 2 pints in each quart, and 2 cups for each pint. This is something that I actually use every day when I cook. Those cups really help me know how much I need. Then from there, we went on to the metric system. King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. And time. Time was one of our last ones. So for 1 year, there were 12 months. For 1 day, there were how many hours? 24. For 1 hour, there were how many minutes? 60. And for 1 minute, there were how many seconds? 60. We also needed to know that in 1 week, there are how many days? Oops, ignore that line. There were 7. And there are 52 weeks in a year, but I'm not sure if we'll need to use that. So these were the things that we have learned throughout chapter 12. Write them down now, and we will use them for the next couple examples we do. Here's the first example. So Lillian made the table below to replace 2 units of time. What units of time does the pattern in the table show? Well, we have this word right here that's going to tell us what units to use. It says time. That tells me that I'm going to be using all of this right here. Well, let's take a look at it. I hope you wrote yours down. If I have 1 and 7, well, which units had 1 and 7 in them? If you look at your paper and you see 12, 24, 60, 67, there it is. The units were week and day. Now we need to figure out which one goes where. Are there 7 weeks in 1 day or 1 week in 7 days? I hope you said there was 1 week in 7 days. That is what we are going to be doing for the next example, where you take a look at your paper and you see which unit the number is and what unit measurements they go with. Here's the next one. Go ahead and try this one on your own. All right, let's see how you did. 1 and 4. 1 and 4. Well, I know 1 and 4 is not length because that one is 12 and 3 and 36, not 4. 1 and 4. I know 4 does not belong in any of the time units because those were 60, 70, and not 4. Let's see, how about weight? Weight was 16 and 2000, so not 4. That leaves us with our liquid, our gallon. So think about it. A gallon holds how many quarts? Well, if you're looking at your paper, you should have 1 gallon and you should have 4 quarts. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our answer right there. The gallon and quart. All right, I'm going to erase this and then I want you to try the next one on your own. Think about it kind of step by step. Which number fits in which thing? If you're not sure, go through it one by one, just like I did. Here you go. All right, let's see how you did. Okay, so 8. I know it's not length. That was 12 and 3. I know it's not time. That was 7. I know it's not weight. That was 16. That must leave me with the liquid volume again. So I'm going to draw it out to help me. I have my gallon. That's 1. Let's see if I can get 8 in it. Well, it's not quarts. There are not 8 of those. Let's draw the pints. Let's count those up. Maybe there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look, I found 8. It could be gallons and pints. Another thing we could also be thinking about is, are there anything else that we could do? Well, I know that each P has 2 C's, so a pint has 2 cups. That is not 8. But I know each C, a cat, has 8 liquid ounces in them. They drink 8 liquid ounces. Well, 1 C, 8. Another answer could also be, this could be a cup, and this could be a fluid ounce. 2 possible answers for this one question, and that's okay. As long as you explain it or even label it correctly, that's okay. Let's do the next example. This one is a word problem, so let's work it out step by step. A snail creeps up a plank 8 centimeters each day and slides back down 15 millimeters each night. Well, let's circle some words that help us know what operation to use. This is going to tell me I'm adding 8 centimeters. This one tells me what? If you said subtraction, you are correct. It subtracts 15 millimeters. Well, those two are not the same. We need to change them. Go ahead and change 8 centimeters into something, and we're going to change it to the smaller unit of millimeters. Go ahead and give that a try now. All right, here's how we did it. This centimeter, millimeter, that tells me it's the metric system. So I'm going to do King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Okay, I'm going to put an 8 under my centimeters, or over it, and I'm going to go to millimeters. I am not going up to base because that's just meters. What I am doing is going down to millimeters. Well, 1, 1, 0, 8 times 10 equals 80. Now that I have 80 millimeters and 15, so this is the creeps up, and I have 15 millimeters, which is the slides, I can now solve this problem. We are going to write a pattern, a number pattern, Oops, there we go. Showing the number of millimeters where the snow changes direction. On each day, will the snow have moved? On which day will it have moved that far? Well, I'm going to draw this out. I'm going to make more room for myself. I'm going to start with day 1, and he moves 80. Then at night, he goes back 15. Okay, I need to subtract that. 80 subtract 15. Can't do that. I need to regroup. 7 subtract 1, and I get 65. So on day 1, he made it 65. Now I need to do that again. He goes 80. Well, 65 plus 80. Okay, 65. I'm going to add my 80, and I get 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 145. But he slides down, the snow slides down 15. That is on day 2. Go ahead and solve for day 2 right now. All right, let's see what day 2 ended up as. This is not looking very neat, so I'm going to actually write it down here and do my equations up there. By day 1, he was 65. By day 2, he is, this is a 0, 3, 1, he made it. By day 2, he made it 130. Okay, well, I'm going to do day 3. 130, and he creeps up 80 and slides down 15. Go ahead and give that a try now. All right, let's see how he did. He creeps up 80, 8, 9, 10, 11, and he slides down 15. Can't do that. There we go. 5, 9, 1. So by day 3, the snow made 195 millimeters. Well, I'm not done yet. I need to get to this 275, so I have to do it again. Let's do day 4. 195, he creeps up 80 millimeters and slides down 15. Give it a try. Let's see how you did. Creeps up 80. $275. I made it, but he slides down 15. Well, if he had stopped before night, he would have made it. If he stopped after the night, he had not made it. So, depending on what you're thinking, we need to figure out, is it the day or the night? Because if it's night, he's not there yet. But if it was the day, then yes, he made it. Let's see. On which day? Right there, it says day. So let's count the days that he made it to 275. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days. This was a more challenging one. I hope you kind of did it with me and understood somewhat about the patterns that we were doing. We were adding 80 and subtracting 15. That makes it a pattern. Go ahead and take the quiz now. Thank you.